Good evening, Twitch. This is Paul, and I'm a Reformed Nerd, and welcome to Shogun. This is the original Shogun, 2000. Sorry, 1 second. I'm having a heck of a time getting OBS to cooperate with such an old game, but I think I might have finally figured it out. So just bear with me and I'll get this back up and running. I'm definitely going to be editing this out of the final repost of this stream that will go up to YouTube. Don't mind all of that. Just your friendly neighborhood desktop. All right. So I basically had to break OBS to make this work. I'm starting this about 30 minutes later than I wanted to, just because it took me so long to figure it out how to actually get it to cooperate. All right, but yeah, just bear with me a moment here, and I'm not going to switch the screen because apparently that just causes problems. So, and I can't mute my mic either because to do so I'd actually have to deselect the active window. So just give me a second here. I'll get myself set up and we'll get this going. But thank you for your patience, because this was a task. Now I kind of understand why I don't see so many old games being streamed, because it's just so annoying. So this stream is kind of more of a passion project. I'm obviously not expecting too many people to show up for this one. But I do sure plan to enjoy it myself, that's for sure. Hey, Big Red. Yeah, sorry about that. I was having a hell of a time getting OBS to work with this thing. But apparently this has such an old DirectX program. I think it's like a 5 or 4 maybe, I don't know. That's had to go to straight up desktop capture than anything else. Alright, but the joys of old games. Alright, so full disclosure here, I love this historical period of Japan. And I'm probably going to go off on a few historical tangents because I already have a few planned in my head. So I hope you enjoy learning. And I have not played this game since like 2004. So forgive me if I'm going to cop out and go with normal mode here. And I am going to go with Hojo for a very specific reason, which I'll tell you here in a second as soon as I get my victory conditions over. I'm going to go for the 40 out of 60, but frankly I'm not even going to make it that far, because more than likely I'm not going to play these Total War games to fruition, simply because like usually by the time you even get to a point where you're closing in on a victory condition, it's really dull mopping up just basically the weak leftovers from previous conquests. So usually the end game of the Total Wars are just not that exciting. So we'll go. We'll play that by ear, because who knows? I might get invaded and die right away anyway. Actually, that's very likely. So yes, I'm gonna go with Hojo, and the main reason for that is because I find this as a fun historical inaccuracy. Because this is not actually the Hojo clan.
The year is 1530. For 200 years, the Ashikaga shogunate has ruled Japan from their capital in Kyoto. The recent Onin War has shown that they no longer have the power to control Japan's great clans. The time has come for a new warrior to claim the title of shogun. Japan is divided between ruthless warlords. Armies grow stronger, only to be depleted in the frequent vicious battles that give this era its deserving name, Sengoku Jidai, the age of the country at war. Year after year, the endless plains that divided the clan's territories are stained with the blood of thousands of brave samurai, fighting for their liege lord and for their honor. When necessary, accept help from others, not of our lands. Gaijin can be useful pawns in your campaign, as they bring guns from overseas. If they become a nuisance, they should be expelled from our shores, or even eliminated. When there is no other way, assassination can be instrumental in gaining victory. Even a general who is invincible in battle is as vulnerable as a child when asleep. Use the men of the shadows, for they excel in the deliverance of death by night. No one is untouchable. Honor is everything to samurai. A man who loses face and his honor must then also lose his head. This is Bushido, the way of the warrior. Follow these rules of wisdom that have been handed down through generations, and your victory will be complete. Japan can be ruled completely by only one man, a great warrior, general, and strategist. To become shogun will require battles to be won with the mind as well as the sword. Now is your time. Let Total War begin.
Yes. So this is literally the start of the Total War franchise. Before this, the developer only made like some EA Sports games. But this is the point where they really found their niche. Oh, yep. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, it transitions a lot between the actual gameplay and the desktop whenever like anything transitions. So I should really have cleaned up my desktop and make sure I'm not showing anything embarrassing there. But we'll play that out and see where we go from here. But so one of the things I can mention about this is this is not really the Hojo. In history, that's actually referred to as the late Hojo, because the real Hojo were about 200 years earlier than this. They were actually the ones who really came to power because they fought off the Mongols when they were trying to invade in the 1320s, if I remember correctly. And those Hojo ended up taking over Kyoto, which is over here, and well, not really took over, but they kind of stole most of the power from the emperor, up to the point where the emperor declared war on them and basically eliminated the real Hojo. And after that, basically another strong leader came up and established the Akashira. Sorry, I forget the exact pronunciation of that. He mentioned it in the video, but that shogunate was created after the real Hojo were defeated. These guys, who go by the name Hojo, were actually part of the Inagawa. Well, this dude basically decided to take over this part of the country of Japan. This is like modern day Tokyo here. But he took over the modern day area of Kanto region simply because he was able to, and he married a woman from the Inagawa clan. So really, if anything, these are Inagawa people more than anything else. So yeah, calling them just Hojo and not specifying that they're the late Hojo is completely odd. But my area starts here, and I'm bordered by the Usugi. That's me. That's Usugi. And that's Usugi. So basically my northwest and east are the Usugi clan. Kai, of course, is Takeda. And Sagami is also Takeda. These guys are big in terms of cavalry, which is a bit of a problem. And the rest of these are my providences. So, yes, my start up here is not that bad. My tax rate's at normal. I'm seeing on 3,000. How do I close this? Okay, I just have to select that. Yeah, this UI is very not intuitive. But, darn it. My game capture is completely off center. This is going to be hard to do this. Alright, so I'm switching back over to here. Alright, gotta get my OBS open in hopes I can fix that. Okay. Gotta love trying to stream old games. Sorry if your computer looks like it's doing a whole bunch of weird stuff. It's not intentional. Looking at my desktop real quick. Yeah, I don't think I got anything embarrassing there, so that's good. Oh, wait, I still have the screen covered, so now I gotta, okay, there we go. Move that back down here so I can see things again. Alright, let's get this loaded up and let's hope it works. There we go. Okay, so let's see if the OBS... Hey! I figured it out. Alright, so this is what I was looking at. Loyalty is fine, which is good, because these are my territories. I wouldn't want them to be in open rebellion or anything. Income... Musashi looks like my rich one. And Hitachi is my... This is the province to develop. Farm income is all of it. Mine income to alliance. Okay, good. That is fine. I think I'm in a decent cushion here. Let's go ahead and... So, I only have these units available to me. I got archers, Yari, which are basically spears. Yari Ashigaryu is basically the same thing, but they're like peasants. And then emissaries, which are kind of like the diplomats. However, my goal, I don't know, clan advantage, I guess you could say, is I have cheaper infrastructure. So I'm just going to go down here and set up a castle in Hitachi and get that queued up, because until I actually get a castle here, there's not much I can actually do. And I'm going to also see if I can afford a farm in Musashi. So let's see, that's 250 koku. How much was that castle? Because one thing annoying about this game is it doesn't deduct your expenses until after the term is over. So you can actually bankrupt yourself in one turn if you build too many things without paying attention to what they cost. Which I find extremely bad in terms of planning. But, I mean, it is a 20-year-old game. So, 187. Alright. Actually, no, I'm going to hold off on the farm and get a watchtower just so I can keep an eye on the Takata. Because they should be going to war pretty darn quick. And I just want to make sure it's not against me. And these areas just don't have that much of a farm income. Let's see, who's going to be the most profitable? So, 410 in Kozoki, but that's going to be hard for me to defend in case anyone's so inclined to invade it. Kazusa would be Kazuki. Kazusa is poor, but it's safe. And then Shimosa is 290. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and develop farming here. 250 koku is worth it, I would say. And the koku is an awesome currency. I mean, we've all heard about, you know, gold-backed currency and stuff like that. The koku was the Japanese currency until I forget when, but I think it was like up to like 1800s. But this was a rice-backed currency. One koku was the value of how much rice one man needs to live for 1 year. So if you have 3,000 koku in your treasury, that means you would have enough rice in your treasury for 3,000 men to survive for the year. And they would have these little coins that kind of look like Super Mario coins from the early Nintendo days. And yeah, that was their currency until way more recently than you would expect. So I think I'm going to go ahead and train up a few spearmen, just because I'm very nervous about the Takata. So if I can get a few frontline men who could fight off cavalry, that would be very nice. So I think that's good enough for now. Let me just see if anyone invades me. Oh wait, I do want to send off my emissary. Emissary you use to make alliances, which in this game are almost useless because the alliances in this game, like, you can sign an alliance with the AI and literally the next turn they'll invade you. But sadly, in terms of historical accuracy, that's actually pretty correct in regards to this time period, because they really didn't have much in terms of honor in regards to clan warfare. So who should I try to get an alliance with first? I might want to go for Takata, because if I could get the cavalry a little bit on side with me, that would really make me feel better. And I just have to kind of worry about the northern provinces. Like, so yeah. Sorry, bear with me just a second here. Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. So this is Takata, right? Yeah, let me see if I can start getting my people, my emissary out in this direction to talk with the Takata. Oh, sorry, I fell behind on the chat here. Let's see. Yeah, I think I got it figured out. I know a little bit about this game in Japanese history, so it should be interesting for me, and hopefully teach me some history. Well, I'm not sure if it's going to be the kind of history you want to learn, but I'll do my best. All I remember is analyzing the tale of Genji, which is a Japanese story in history class, but that is all I can recall. Man, I will need to wash my eyes out before I can handle these graphics. I haven't seen these trying to run Grand Theft Auto on my PC. That went as well as it sounds. Thanks for unintentionally making me feel better about my desktop. Not a problem, Big Red. Didn't a fire almost burn down all of one of the old capitals of Japan? I forgot its name. No, correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I mean, technically, both Tokyo and Kyoto have burned down multiple times in the history of the country. Tokyo burned down most famously, of course, with the firebombing of World War II. But I've been to Tokyo many times, and it has recovered. I did make it out to Kyoto, what was that, about 3 years ago? And it's definitely a beautiful city as well. But yes, let's go ahead and end our turn, and let's just hope no one's going to pick a fight with me immediately. And yes, no one picked a fight with me immediately. That's great. 1963. Ooh. Yeah, and that's another one of the problems with this game, because, like I said, the koku is a rice-based currency, so you only make income once a year during the rice harvest. So the money I had at the start, I have to make last pretty much the whole freaking game, for the entire freaking year. So you can't expand as much as you would like to expand, nor as fast as you would like to expand, because if you do, it can be a big issue. So this is my daimyo here. Oh, how do I get him back into his home? I shouldn't have taken you out of your home. Go back in your home, please. Your castle. Well, I want you to go back into your castle, please. Can you do that for me? Is that asking too much? Alright, so you don't get to live in your house anymore. I don't know how to put you back. I'll figure that out later. So it's going to take me one more turn to get my new warriors trained up. But let me just check my borders here. So I got 2 units in each, which frankly is not going to be enough. But let's just end our turn and see what we can get going here. You have finished building border watchtowers. Yay! That means I can see what the Takada do. And my castle is ready in Hitachi, so very nice. Now I just need to figure out how to get my people in a castle. Annual harvest. Average. Okay, I'll take average. So I started farm income 2,360. New treasury 3,483. Great. So now I have a couple of improvements. Now I got the castle. So with the castle, I can actually go ahead and start unlocking additional buildings. I'm going to go ahead and get down probably... Yeah, I'd say a spear dojo would be worth it. Just so I can increase the amount I am able to get in here. Sad that Tokyo, the most populous city in the world, is going to decrease in population due to reproductive issues. It must be all the sex robots the Japanese are getting invested in. Well, I mean, that entire country is in a population rush. Like, full disclosure, my wife is actually Japanese. She's from Tokyo proper. And so I follow that pretty closely, and it's embarrassing that they are basically going extinct as a people, which I find, I don't know, very weird. But my new unit of samurai, why? Okay, yeah, okay, I have to select him to get him to move, so let's go ahead and get him up and join the army, if I can figure out how that is done. Alright, I'm going to probably have to Google that. Then I'll go ahead and get another set of units going. I'm going to go ahead and get an archer. The combat mechanism in Shogun is really kind of odd in the fact that it's basically a big game of rock, paper, scissors. Like, spears beat cavalry, cavalry beats archers, and archers beat infantry. With a few exceptions, especially with those damn warrior monks. Those things are insane. So it looks like I am not going to get invaded right away. So I'm going to go ahead and invest in the only other area I have that seems to have a pretty decent harvest. So I'm going to go with Kozuke here. Okay, and there's an emissary coming to me from the Usagi. Okay, but I'm going to head on over and talk to the Takada to successfully bribe this army. No, I don't want to bribe the army. I want to talk. There we go. Yes, I want to propose an alliance to them, because if I don't have to worry about my eastern or my western border, that really takes the stress off of being able to manage the threat I have with my northern exposure here. And it looks like I've got a little bit of money left over. So what will they let me build down here? Not much. I could... 200 koku trade bonus, 750 koku to put it down. So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and try to unlock that, because trade I should be able to get every turn rather than like once or twice a year as I would with the rice harvest. So we'll go with that. Holy heck, I have 5 people who tuned in to... Alright, well, there's more eclectic people on Twitch than I would have figured when I watch a 20-year-old game. So props to all of you. Okay, so yeah, I'm working on my dojo here, and I think that's about all I'm willing to risk at the moment. I don't think I have the option to train troops in here, do I? Yeah, I don't have a dojo yet, so I can't train in this one. Alright, enter, let's see what happens. Yikes. Alright, a lot of movement, but no one's attacking me, so let's see. My lord, I've completed the mission to persuade Lord Takada to accept an alliance. Unfortunately, he's rejected the proposal. I got the impression that he was only his good mood that day that allowed me to leave with my head. Okay, well, let's try that again. Yeah, I'm gonna head up to the Imagawa, because technically, being a Hojo, I am kind of an offshoot of the Imagawa, and I think the Imagawa and the Takada are going to go to war together first, as long as no one invades me. So if I'm allied with at least one of them, that makes things a lot easier. By any chance in your visit to Japan, ever see the maglev trains? I would love to see them one day. Oh yeah, I took the maglev from Tokyo to Osaka. That thing was crazy. And but it was kind of cool because on that way, when you get past what city is that? My brother-in-law works there. The name escapes me, but it's right where Mount Fuji is. So as you're passing them on the high-speed Shinkansen, you just basically go right past Mount Fuji, and it's really cool to just kind of see it. Because I've never actually gotten any closer than the Shinkansen. I have rode on one of them in Shanghai, China a couple years back to Pudong International. Yeah, I mean, those things are an impressive feat of engineering, no doubt. And yeah, everything is still under construction, because everything, with almost no exception, is 2-turn investments in this game. Yeah, the dojo's coming along. And I suppose I'm going to go ahead and put down a mine here, because I don't like to put too much of investment in here until I can push back my borders a little bit. But I think in this case, things seem to be starting off slow enough that I might be able to afford it. And 187 koku for a castle here, which will let me build other buildings. I might do so just so I can maybe get a port here, because a port with a little bit more trade income from these coastal tiles would be a good thing, as long as I don't overcommit my treasury. So, let's see. Farmland has been improved in Shimosa. That's great. Spear Dojo is done in the Hitachi, so I can actually train twice as many troops now. Oh no, that's just an emissary. Okay. Emperor backs Oda clan. Good old Nobunaga. Declared support for the Oda clan. He demands that all other daimyos. Well, the nice thing about this period in history is whatever the shogun wants doesn't really matter. I mean, the emperor. Whatever the emperor wants doesn't really matter. Because at this point in history, he had like very little power. But oddly enough, Japan actually has the longest string of ancestral rulers than anywhere else in the world. About 1,500 years, this one family has been in charge of Japan up until today. Granted, nowadays it's more of a figurehead than an actual governing body, but I just think that's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and combine him into the army. And I do have the new line of archers, so I'm going to pull him out and send him on his way. I'm probably going to... Yeah, I'm nervous about the Takada, so I'm going to go ahead and just kind of enforce this whole area up as much as I can. No, I don't want to bribe the officer. I want to... Alright, so there's no actual castle in this area, so I'm going to have to basically find where their castles are to be able to talk to anybody. Oh, and the Usagi skipped right over me and went to... Sugi skipped all over me and went to the Takada to talk to them, which I am going to say is probably a point of concern. Because if they wanted to have an alliance with them and not with me, that probably means they kind of want to move in my direction. So I'm going to go ahead and get another good unit of samurai spearmen just so I can get them up and defend Hitachi. Because Hitachi is worth defending. And I'm going to go ahead and get an armory down. Because armories you can only build in select provinces. But they do come with a very nice armor bonus. And if I can have armored troops defending this area, it would make things a heck of a lot more reassuring. And I still am not able to get anyone up here to defend these northern reaches, which is unfortunate. Hopefully no one invades in the interim. But I should be able to go ahead and get a second unit of... Yari Samurai here just to help out with the defense, and now I can train two simultaneously. Maybe this live stream will inspire me to try the Japanese Civ in Civ 6. Never tried it before. I sadly always overlook the Japanese in Civ. Yeah, I've played them a few times, back in, like, earlier Civ incarnations, of course, but I am a little bit of a Xenophile. So, that's probably understandable in my case. Alright, so yeah, I've got the construction going on here. The watchtower is done though, so I should have a little bit of improved visibility over here. Border forts, or a castle. Or I can invest in the farmland. I suppose I'll go ahead and get the farmland investment here. Let me double check the economy. So this is Musashi 202, 640, yeah. Musashi's worth improving. Yeah, I think that's fine. And I have the port under construction here, don't I? No, I have the castle. Where wasn't I building a port somewhere? Oh, I authorized it in Shimono. Okay, great. And I'm still sitting at 16. Now I'm down to 200. Insufficient funds. You do not have enough koku to start any new building or training. Yeah, fantastic. I was worried a little bit about that. You have finished the castle in Kazusa. No one's invading me yet, it looks like. Good. Loyalist revolt in Shinano. Okay. Good news, your clan is now the richest of all of Japan, with 296 koku? Really? Japan, you're embarrassing yourselves. I'm like out of money, and I'm still the richest. Hey! Well, no, okay. Annual income, I suppose. So not my treasury, but the income from that itself. Alright, and what month is it now? Autumn? Okay, so hopefully I can survive until the next harvest. We'll see about that. Let's continue his path out in this direction. Yeah, really don't know what I need to do to get him to go back in. Okay. So all in all, things are looking semi-decently. No loyalty issues in my territories. I do have that castle, but sadly I don't have enough money to go ahead and go in with a port. How much would that port cost anyway? 5 seasons, 750 koku. Yeah, that's not going to happen. But once this gets done, that should definitely help with my stability of income. And the armory was held off because it was too expensive, 600 koku, which I did not have. And the mine income should be coming in next turn from here. And improved farming should be coming in as well, so that's good. And I don't have enough... Yeah, I didn't have enough to train that soldier or this soldier. Yeah, this one's half done though, so next turn I will get him. I'm going to move my daimyo in this direction and get him to attach up with my team, because this has no direct exposure, so I think I should be okay with that. We have finished a building for the farmland in Kozuke. Very good. Ooh, Shimano got some issues going on with the revolt. Oh, and was someone moving in for me? Alright, annual harvest, average, new treasury 1634. Ooh, that's a little tighter than I was hoping that it was going to be, but I can live with that. But we'll go ahead and get my daimyo to hook up with the rest of my soldiers here. And I do have that new Yari Samurai Spearman that I'll head out in a northern direction. Ooh, it looks like Kozuke is starting to have a little bit of an issue. No, not really. So why was it showing yellow? I kind of forget how the UI... Oh, it's my territory, but it's not in range for him to... Okay. Maybe this live... sorry for my ignorance, but how many Total War games are there, and are they all based in Japan? Because I might want to pick up one of the newer games. It looks like my style. Well, don't judge Total War on this game. It has come 1,000 miles from here. Especially with the real-time military action. So it's... On this screen, it's a TBS, a turn-based strategy game. You're basically, everything is as you would expect it to be. Kind of like the old school Civilization games when it was like, well, not really old school, but any of the Civilization games. But what really makes a difference is that the combat is not just dice rolls. Like, you are literally having to control and manage your soldiers itself. Which I think is just an awesome way to look at things. I don't want to... no, I don't want the bribery mission. Yeah, I want to actually talk to somebody, but no one's home in the castle, so there's no one to talk to. So I'm going to just head back in this direction. But no, they're not all based in Japan. Only Shogun and Shogun 2 are based in Japan. I think there's probably about 10 or 14, depending if you count the Total War games with Warhammer, because most of them are historical, but they do have like 2 or 3 Warhammer games. But they have Rome, they have Napoleon, they have Imperial, which is American Revolution, and those sorts of time periods. They have medieval time period, but probably their first real big hit was the Roman time period. And basically, when I started playing Rome Total War, I never touched Shogun Total War again from that point. But it is a beautiful and fun game, and I am happy to give it another try, despite the fact I've completely forgot pretty much everything about it. So I'm not going to build anything right now because I really want to get that Spear Dojo under construction. Not Spear Dojo, the Armory. Because if I can get those armored troops onto the battlefield out of this Hitachi province, that would be fantastic. And that's why I moved my Shogun up in this area, just to help protect it, so that I will actually be able to maintain control of this territory. Because as long as I can produce armored troops, I've got a chance. Alright. So I'm going to have him merge into the rest of the army. That should be a pretty good force. Musashi is a river tile, so defending it is extremely easy if it's invaded. I can just basically set myself up on a bridge and fight off the cavalry, because I have 2 units of spearmen and 2 units of archers, so that should be enough to counteract the Takada cavalry bonus. Kozuke, I really would like to get someone there to kind of reinforce him, because that is probably my most exposed, because it's stuck between the Imagawa and the Usugi and another Usugi. So yeah, Musashi is also a problem, but with that river bonus, I think what I've got there now can fight off what they can send from me, even with these 2 provinces basically emptying their troops in my direction. Napoleon sounds more my style. Napoleon is fun. I'd say my favorite is probably Shogun 2. But yeah, I mean they're all good. So yeah, I'm not going to spend any money. Good. Okay, I finished the mine. That's going to improve my income. And they didn't tell me I was out of money, so that means my armory should be under construction and paid for. Buddhist emissary, Lord Usagi has sent a emissary. He offers an alliance treaty. Okay, yeah, I'll accept it. Because frankly, like I said, alliances in this game don't mean crap anyway. So I might as well keep him on side. And Shimazu is here. So I'm going to send him in and see if I can maybe... No, I have to talk with... Yeah, they won't let me talk with that emissary from a different lord. So I'm going to send him back down south, I suppose, and see if I can keep Takada on side. Oh, he did finish a port. Okay. So he's increasing his income, but I do think I'm still pulling in more money than anyone else in the game at the moment. So I would like to keep that if I can. I only have 634 kaku right now, so I don't think I can actually afford to train anything. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on training anything until my armory is done, because I'd rather use my money to get armored troops if I can. But, yeah, so Kozuke is probably still the weakest of all my tiles. You know, finish building the improved farmland, Musashi, so that's 600 plus 20%. I'll take that. Ooh, there's definitely a little bit of... Wow, okay. Takada seems like he might have his hands full. And heir matures. Hojo, son has come to an age and is ready to serve. All right. I am always happy to have a new... Wow. He's pretty good. All right, well, that's good to see. I might even move him in here to help handle Musashi's defense, actually. I'll decide if I want to send him to Kozuke or not. Isn't Japan quite a mountainous country? So, because it seems like you are traveling very fast between those territories. Well, each turn is a season. So it's about 3 months for the pieces to move around. And the mountainous area is kind of in the middle of Japan. Outside of that, it's pretty flat. Because, I mean, if you're traveling from Tokyo to Kyoto on those Shinkansen trains, I mean, you're basically following the coastline the entire way there. You do have Mount Fuji, of course, but it's kind of an isolated mountain on its own, which I think is pretty... So yeah, it's reasonably flat with a few high spots. Alright, my port is done, so that's going to definitely help. That and my mines are going to be a nice factor in regards to keeping everything going. Alright, so... Takata... This area seems pretty lightly defended. So we got the two... Yeah, we've got the daimyo itself and 2 units of the cavalry. I think I could probably take that on. But if anything, I'm kind of inclined to go north. Because if I can kind of have my backside guarded, I would find that ideal. I'm going to send this unit down. I'm going to take one of my weaker spear units out, and I'm going to send him to Kozuke, because I've been nervous about this one for a while. He's a 1-star, but still, I'll take it. But now my armory should be... And one more turn. Darn. Alright, so I'm going to hold off on that. I think I can move forward one more turn to wait. Yeah, alright. My armory is done. Very good. I'm glad to see that. Shimano. Shigumi. Ooh, okay, he's moving a little bit south here. Lord Mori has sent an alliance offer. Mori, who's a Mori? I don't remember. Yeah, alright, whatever. I'll take it. 2,500. Alright, so my treasury's a little bit better now. That is good. Mori clan emissary. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where they would be coming out from. So I think it's time I make a choice here to either go up against a Takata with a cavalry or make a move up here against the Imagawa. So you got the daimyo and archers. Interesting. Alright. Well, that's fine. Let me just get my army sorted up here. I should have no loyalty issues. Yeah, loyalty is still fine. I haven't taken over anyone else's providences yet. So that makes perfect sense. But I do want to get at least a couple of armored units in. I might as well save a little bit of money and go with the cheaper unit, because with the armor, they're going to be a little bit closer to that level. Hitachi. Hitachi is definitely going to be my main province just because of that armory. So is it worth expanding their economic base? 185. Yikes, that's not... Oh, no, 620. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So 620 definitely seems like it would be worth putting down the 20% farm improvement. So I'm going to go ahead and get that lined up. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get another archer here. So if I can have one focusing on the spearmans and one focusing on the distance, long-range fire, I think that would be ideal. We'll get a new guy into his new troop here. So I got 3 and 3 and 4. Technically they're allies now, so I shouldn't be so concerned with them, but like I said, that doesn't really matter much. But maybe I'll go on ahead and just move my daimyo out from here in support of future moves. And I'll spin out you as well. So these two I'll move over to Kozuke next turn. That's going to leave me a little bit weak here, but as long as Hitachi is going to continue to pump out soldiers, I'd feel okay about that. I do know that World War II, a crew on a plane crashed into the ocean and the crew ended up drifting to a cannibal island where the crew barely escaped by disguising a rescue ship as an island. Huh. Have not heard of that story. So let's go ahead and shift my troops over to Kozuke for future endeavors. 1,500 koku still. That's not too bad. Maybe I could afford to expand Musashi with additional farming. Superior farmland, 350 koku. An additional 20% bonus. Oh. The capture is not moving? That is unfortunate. Alright. Tell me if that fixed anything. Oh, you fixed it? Alright. So I don't know if that was me or not, but hopefully it's fine. Alright. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and invest in that improved farmland. And I do have the mines here already. Well, I'm going to go ahead and invest in a watchtower just so I can keep a close eye on my allies to the north. And yeah, maybe I'll go ahead and put down some infrastructure down here as well. I'm going to go with the tea house just so I can kind of get my espionage game going. Yeah. Tea houses aren't that expensive, 250 koku, and I think that would be useful for me to be able to keep a better eye on what's going around out here. And I didn't get the you're out of money message, so that is fantastic. Alright, let me get my soldiers formed up here. And I think next turn I'm going to try to move on. Ooh. Is Imagawa completely undefended? Because if so, maybe I won't wait for the next turn. That would be a very easy steal. And yeah, Musashi blocks me from Takata, so they won't actually be able to move up to Kozuke. And technically I'm allied to these people, so they shouldn't flock in and steal this providence from me. Theoretically. But if they do, I'd have to use my Musashi troops to counter it. And that would leave me open to an invasion from the Takata. Which doesn't seem to have... Okay, no, actually, with those two cavalry units, they do have a pretty decent amount of people here. that they would be able to do that. Alright. Maybe I'll move them into Musa. Well, maybe frontline defense would be better than the mop-up afterwards. So, let's see. They got Samurai Spearmen and Yari Spearmen here. So I'm going to go ahead and move them to the north. Support the stronger units. And I do have the new unit of Yari here as well. So between this, I think I should be able to defend. Yeah, I don't know what they have as in terms of units, sadly. I don't have any eyes in this neighborhood yet. This looks like a pretty strong army from a distance, though. Alright, so I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to leave the peasant spearmen here. Alright, we are at war with the Imagawa. Let's hope that's not a mistake. And I only have 742 koku left, so I really don't have a lot of money to get additional troops down, but I'm going to go ahead and get at least some peasant spearmen. And I'll go ahead and get another unit of peasant spearmen here. So that's 400. That's going to leave me with 300 left. That's not much. But next turn is autumn. You have finished building the tea house. Yay! You have finished building the border watchtower. Very good. All right. I do outnumber... Oh, no, they outnumber me. So they were able to pull in reinforcements. They got me by about 50 troops. But it looks like I got cavalry. I really wish I could see what is there. Alright, screw it. Let's go see what happens. Let's make this a little bit more exciting. Alright, so let me just re-familiar myself with the UI here. Alright, so let's see the lay of the land here. Alright, let's begin, I guess. Where did the enemy plop down? It looks like way over here I see a little bit of movement. Alright. I'm a little nervous, because I have not fought in this system in a long time. So I only got one unit of archers, but they're all samurai. And I do have the cavalry in support, and the heavy cavalry in this game is OP. Okay. So, fine. Alright, let's go for it. Okay. They seem to be coming to me. Okay, I'm going to tell them to engage at will. Okay, we've got the samurai archers coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and go to loose formation. Just in case they start taking a few shots at me. Yeah, but with them outnumbering me in regards to the archers, I'm hesitant to... Yari Samurai... Oh, wow, they're mostly archers. All right. Yeah, even in the back, they've got another unit of archers. Whoa! You're moving? Why are you probably under fire? Okay, so I'm gonna send my cavalry into wedge formation. And I'm gonna have them charge into the archers, because it looks like they're coming around the top of the mountain, so the archers are exposed. If I can eliminate a group of archers right out of the get-go, I'd feel quite good about that. Come on, come on. It's hard to charge uphill with cavalry, but... yeah, winning easily. No one has fallen yet. They are shooting at my standards, though. Yeah, still no one's down, and it looks like I'm taking out a good chunk of their archery. Alright, I lost one horseman so far. But yeah, this unit's pretty much incapacitated now. Kind of nervous about the friendly fire. Okay, I'm going to take them off of engage at will. Okay. I'm down to 7. Alright, yeah, I think diminishing returns at this point, so I'm going to move my cavalry out of the way. And I'm going to get my archers to open fire at the remaining 22. Come on, get out of the way, get out of the way. Come on, move, 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 move. Okay, and I'm going to get my spearmen to start coming in. Yeah, I'm going to send them up the mountain. No, my heavy cavalry's tagging again? I told you to pull back. Yeah. Yeah, they're down to 6. Yeah, they're no threat anymore. So that probably evened out the process already. Oh no, I forgot to turn off the timer. Oh, that's annoying. The timer in this game is so small. Alright, I'm going to just have to rush this then. Yeah, I always used to turn off that freaking timer. Alright, so my archers are getting a little bit of a beating just because they're at a height disadvantage. But they've only got 1 unit of Yari Samurai and 2 units of archers. So if my cavalry can make a little bit of an impact on the remaining... So yeah, 116. That's all 1 unit. There's just some of them a little bit too far down. I don't want my cavalry charging the spearmen. I mean, that's never a good idea. So you should give them a much wider berth than that. Alright, so my 2 units of Yari Samurai are going up against theirs. Winning slightly. I don't like that. But with those samurai busy, I should be able to swing around them and take out their archer support. Evenly matched. Alright, losing. So the tide has turned with the Yari conflict. Alright, I've gotten around them, so let's go ahead and charge the archers. So I can flank them from the side. Come on, you're almost there. Oh, this is such a high graphic game, I tell you. Alright. Yes, come on. Take more than one swing at the guys. I know this is not exactly best terrain for a cavalry charge, but come on, bear with me here. Alright, so what's going on over here? Okay, looks like the remaining Yari are running away. So let's get my Yari to charge the remaining archer unit here. I haven't... Okay, I just lost another cavalry. They're down to 88, so I took about 4... Okay, now I'm down to 5. Yeah, that's my Shogun, so I want to pull him out. As much as they are effective against archers, I just don't want to risk having my Shogun decapitated by a freaking archer unit. Okay, so I'm going to have one chase them, and the other unit move on for these guys. And the Yari Samurai have reformed. But now I am at least moving in for the higher ground now. Okay, so if I can eliminate all of the archers with my samurai, I might have time to reform and take on the remaining, Okay, come on, come on. Form up, form up. Oh, I should probably close formation, actually. I forgot to do that. Okay, close formation. I'm no longer under missile attack. And yeah, go ahead, just eliminate them. They are moving up against my archers. So yeah, come on, let's move the archers out of the way. I want to leave a good amount of distance, and then they can charge up the mountain to take me on. Alright, winning easily. So yeah, the remaining archers should be fine. And looks like their archers are backing off. They're tired from charging up the hill, unfortunately, but... Oh no, did their Yari catch up on this side? Yeah, it looks like it, looks like it. Alright, come on. I don't think you have any... Yeah, alright, my main focus needs to be these guys. Alright. And the Imagawa did have another unit reform here. So they are running away. But let's go ahead and just go after those guys. Downhill charge. Alright, I'm going to send my cavalry in to support this, because I can eliminate this unit and hopefully not have them reformed. The camera controls suck so bad. Thank you, 2000. The year 2000 is not my friend. Alright. So yeah, they're running away. I'll just have my cavalry continue working on them, and I'll redeploy my Yari out this direction. It looks like, yeah, these Yari are pulling out. And their Yari Samurai are coming in as well. Alright, so if their Yari Spearmen are back. How many are left? Are they still on the battlefield? Okay, they're down to 25. Okay, so they're almost off the map. I don't think they can reform in time. I'm going to send my cavalry back into the heat of things. My Yari have reformed. Okay. Hey, reformed nerd. Ah, reformed samurai. I like that. Okay. So I'm going to send them down for the archers, and if they are running away, as long as they don't reform in time, my cavalry should be able to hit them in when they're disorganized. It's still risky to go up against Yari with cavalry. Even if they are running away, I'm a little nervous about that. But as long as they don't form up, I think I should be able to do a little bit of damage on them. And time is starting to be running low. Okay. And what's the status up here? Okay, the Yari Samurai are charging into the remaining unit of archers. How did you not... How did they get around you? Oh, great. And those 22 did reform. Oh, no. And the Yari have reformed as well. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to send you to against the... No, it doesn't look like I can do that. Alright. Get the cavalry moving away.
It appears that the enemy Taisho has forsaken his owner.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. So this is the general unit. Oh yeah, I forgot that's what that means. Okay. So and I'm under fire from the here. Okay. I'm gonna send my archers to take on the remaining unit of Yari, because that's the only thing that's really can do a little bit more damage at this point. And my general's taking on the running archers. I just can't let them get too close to the samurai. Alright, the samurai are running away again. The samurai are running away. I should be able to finish him off.
We have killed the enemy Taisho.
Haha! Alright, well if the general's dead, yeah, I'm going to move in against the Yari. These guys are useless now, and yeah, completely broken. Everyone's running away. So I think this should be over. With their general dead, I don't think I need to worry about them reforming. Well, you know, after about 18 years since I played this. That wasn't so awful. Totally exhausted. Meanwhile, that's fair. You've been charging up mountains all day. But yeah, I want to take out whatever these Yari samurai as I can. I like how they're just casually walking. I suppose I could probably speed it up a little. Yeah, everyone's still running away. Wow, my archer's caught up. Hey, good on you guys. Oh, don't stop. Kill more. Keep killing. Maybe they're outside of the playable area at this point. Maybe I can hack off one more archer. There we go. All enemies destroyed or routed. Enjoy this fantastic victory theme song, courtesy of the Imagawa. And no, Big Red, I'm not going to sing it today. Alright, honor gained. 2 for my daimyo. 130 killed, 6 lost. My Yari Samurai, 6581. Samurai Archers, 5469. Nothing too impressive. Yari Samurai, 10387. Not bad ratios. I mean, my Samurai... They took on mostly archers. I expected to be a little bit more lopsided than that, but I'll take it. Alright, sorry, I completely forgot the... You have taken control of the province from Lord Amagawa, and I destroyed their facilities. Okay, you now control the province, but may need to maintain a garrison to ensure the loyalty of the local population. The castle is still in enemy hands. Your forces have surrounded it and is now under siege. Okay, samurai and peasants loyal to Lord Usage have revolted in this province. It takes several years for the general population to fully support a new daimyo, and new provinces need to be heavily garrisoned for the first to guarantee loyalty. Alright, legendary swordsman. Hey, I can form a new dojo. Alright. One of your warriors have achieved the status of legendary swordsman. You may now find a school of swordsmanship, and that is going to definitely go into the place with the armor. That's exciting news. That's not so easy to get. Is that the whole cutscene? Just him playing with the sword? Yeah, that looks like the whole cutscene. Okay, well that was fun. Thank you, game. Treaty cancelled. Ah, Lord Mori. So he chose the Imagawa over me. That's unfortunate.
I take a tree for my
Lord Oda has been killed in battle. Wow. History is being rewritten as we spoke. He has no heirs. He has no heirs? Why does he have no heirs? I mean, Oda Nobunaga, I think, had like 25 children. Most of them natural. I think he only adopted like 5 or 6 children total. They no longer present any threat. Well, that's kind of sad. Who took him out? I would be very curious to see who gave the killing blow. Okay, so we got 1 unit of samurai and archers. Okay, those are the guys who successfully retreated from battle. But he has -1 armor honor, so he should be easily defeated. Okay, so this game has some better battle scenes than most Indian Bollywood movies. You know, for the year 2000, it's not that bad. I gotta give them credit. Why is the enemy army retreating? I thought the Japanese fought until the death, its honor, or nothing. Not so much. The higher you go, the more the honor mattered. But for the peasants and like mid-rung or low-rung samurai, it's been Hollywoodized a little bit, I guess you could say. But yeah, I remember the war was supposed to end in 2000 with Y2K. Oh, how dumb people were. Yeah, no, I was watching the clock with the countdown for the year 2000. While my ears are thankful of that, while my brain is curious of what you singing that would sound like. Okay, the singing. I uploaded. I checked out my upload yesterday and listened to that part, and I didn't do as bad as I thought. So loyalty's at 40, so that is going to be a problem. I'd really hate to move out the remaining soldiers from this province. I mean, they are allies, but like I say, I always take that with a grain of salt in this game. So if I pull these gents out and move them to Kozuki, and I move them into Shinano, I don't think this will update until next turn. Yeah, that won't update. But that gives me at least 1 full strength. Yeah, that's 1 full strength unit. And I could do the same with the archers. Yeah, I'll move 1 unit of archers from here up as well, just to support that. Oh, no, I moved 2 on accident. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I think that should be fine. And we'll get them down here to support it. Good. Alright, so 1 unit of archers to hold off an entire province. That's probably going to be a problem. But I'll just have to get some troops trained up to support them ASAP. And yes, I do get some new Yari from here next turn, and more spearmen here. So that should work out okay. With 542 Kaku left. Improved farmland. Alright, that's going to really help the income. No one move into Shinano. Peasant revolt. Alright, that's not good. The siege. You're besieging the garrison, have taken losses. They have 40 men left. 1 more season. Okay. Lord Imagawa has sent an emissary. He suggests that we end the unfortunate hostilities that have broken out between our clans. No, you know, I think I'll wait 1 more turn and take your lands, and then we can talk about peace. Alright, so let me just form up my troops here in case those peasants do move into... Oh, darn, I did that in the wrong order. I should have merged everyone into this unit first. Alright, well, that's fine. I'll remember that for next time. But yeah, these men should be dead by next turn. And yeah, it looks like he is able to mount a reasonable defense. Rebel army, so that's Oda territory here. And Takada doesn't have anyone in Kai, so that's good. I don't think he'd leave himself open to such an easy counterattack if he was planning on moving against me. So let's go ahead and get those men up. and I'm going to send them up north to reinforce my archers, who are basically in... Well, no, actually, I'll move these ones here, and I'll move these ones to the north to reinforce those archers. Kozuke still has just the one, but I'm not too concerned about an immediate threat from my allies. I move my emissary, and I'm going to go ahead and train up a spy if I can. Yeah, let's get a shinobi trained. And I do have a lot of koku from the last round. So 5 seasons and then 4 more, and then it turns a profit. Well, first let me go ahead and get that dojo down. I don't know how much that legendary sword dojo is gonna be. Oh, but I think I have to upgrade my castle first before I'm actually able to build that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get the port in to Hitachi. Yeah, I think that's a good thing to do. And I'll hold off on the rest of the upgrades, but I'll go ahead and get some military training going. It looks like I can probably afford some of the superior Yari Samurai. Actually, no, I'll keep my Yari Samurai to Hitachi, because armored Samurai would be good. And then I'll just let the garrison troops more or less get trained in Shimosa. I think that sounds like a good plan. Wow, 7 people are still watching this old game. Wow, credit to all of you. You know, feel free to get active in chat. I'm new, and I kind of like the support. So, you know, like, follow, subscribe, all that bullcrap. I would like Japanese history more if it had pugs that sat on their emperor's laps like the Chinese did. Wonder how many pugs they would have spared when one overheated to replace it. It's kind of like a child with a goldfish, you know. You just gotta keep them, keep replacing them as is necessary. Okay, was that military move into Shimano? Haida! Samurai peasants loyal to Lord Usagi have revolted in this province. It takes several years. Okay, siege in Shinano. It is about to fall. Alright. Lord Shimanazo, an alliance treaty that our forces might better work together. Sure. I'm looking for new friends. I don't think Imagawa wants to be my friend anymore, so... Alright, let's go ahead and get my troops merged up here into one force. It's kind of a battered force, I have to admit, but it's still a force all the same. So one more turn for this to unlock, or I could just go ahead and siege it. I kind of would like to show off a siege, but yeah, I suppose I'll do the wise thing and hold off. Alright, and then get my troops merged up here. Very good. And my spy is ready, so let's go ahead and get my spy moving in that direction. And he can tell me what's going on. Just need to figure out where they're going to let me put down that sword dojo. But it looks like I got the money to spare, so I'm going to go ahead and get that going here. Holy crap, my eyes are opened being a Twitch peasant. I just found out about the elite category. Oh, with the fancy emojis? Yeah, Twitch does love their emojis, that's for sure. You have finished construction of the superior farmland. Very good. That should help with my next harvest. Ooh. Alright, Fukashi Castle has fallen. I don't like all of that movement that was going on here. But still, it's only 3. But it's 3 with their daimyo. I'm going to move my spy up north. He would be a lot more useful there. I've got my new unit of garrison troops moving into Musashi and my samurai. I'm going to have them head up north to help those archers here. Kozuke is still undermanned, unfortunately, but I do have Shimano under my control. And that's one annoying thing. When the castle falls, they don't let you move in and take it over. Like, they basically kill off the entire economy, and you start from scratch with the new territory. 635 income from farming. Okay. And yeah, it's so well garrisoned. I'm already up to 216 loyalty. Oh, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, 144 loyalty, 425 income. Less impressive, but that's still worth it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get that started off. Well, no, I'm going to start off with the castle. I will improve the farmland, but I have a feeling that he's not going to like me taking his land from him. So, in fact, I'll even pull these guys off and send in one more unit to kind of reinforce. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I could even move one more unit of archers up here as well, because this is definitely going to be my frontline territory. Where did my emissary show? Yeah, that's my emissary. Let me send him up and see if I can maybe negotiate a peace now. If the Imagawa will allow for it. No, I don't want a bribery mission. This bribery mission to... Yeah. It's very hard to actually find where the right people are that you can actually talk to. But yeah, I'll at least get him moving in that direction in hopes that I can negotiate a peace and keep this without him trying to take it back off of me. Okay, Usagi, it looks like they've got some force up here, so if they want to move down and help me take out the Imagawa, I would totally be down for that. Alright, go ahead and get the new troops lined up and ready to go for the garrison and the samurai, and that should be a good turn. Alright, I can live with that. $625, so yeah, I'm pretty much out of money at this point. Get my army merged in. Who wants to come? Shimazu came to talk. Okay. Get my spy moving out in that direction. And merge up these units. And merge up my... Yeah, move both of these down and merge with the superior army. And then I can do it in one turn. Much nicer that way. Okay. The castle is complete. Very good. I do see how this game would be very impressive, similar to back in 2000 on Macintosh. Absolutely. I mean, back in 2000, the bar was pretty low, and like no, there weren't really that many games out there that combined that real-time tactical strategy and a turn-based like strategy map. So it was kind of revolutionary for back in the day. Back in my day, unfortunately, I am a little bit on the old side, but all right, so yeah, I think my ink. Ooh, there's an armory up in this one too. They must have ore deposits here. I didn't know that. All right, well, he's gonna be sad that he missed out on that. Absolutely. Um, yeah, I'm gonna make that the priority. If I can get that unlocked, that would be. Actually, wait. Even if I build the armory as a priority, once it's done, I still can't train anything there. So I might as well go on ahead and focus on getting a. Let's go with a spear dojo down, and that way, once that is built, I can focus on the armory and still pump out 2 or 3 extra units of spearmen as I wait. And speaking of spearmen, let's go ahead and get these new boys out to play. And yes, let's go ahead and queue up another round. Because my economy is actually doing pretty decent at the moment. Okay, that port is coming along. Very good. And I suppose I'll go ahead. How much does this Shimosa? How much? It's like 700 koku, isn't it? $500 koku. Yeah, that's worth investing in. I'll go ahead and move the farmlands up one more notch, just to keep my money coming in. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get that archery dojo down. I mean, armored archers isn't really gonna be as big of a deal as armored. Oh wow, Shimotsuke still doesn't even have improved farmland, but they're sitting on 410. Okay, yeah, you deserve it. Let's go ahead and get your farmlands improved. Kozuke, wrong button. Kozuke. Yeah, I'm kind of blowing a lot of money, but if I can get that farmland improved, that would be worth it. That's what I love about video games. No matter what age group you are in, there's always something for you. Hell, I've seen a 90-year-old granny play Animal Crossing and Nintendo. Alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, the port is done, so that's going to be an extra 200 a turn coming in from that province. I'm happy with that. Nothing else really going on, so I'm happy. Yes, indeed. Port is almost done here as well. So I guess it was... yeah, it was a Shimasa port that was finished. Alright, so what can I have you do now? Alright, let's go ahead and improve your farmland. I mean, it seems to be working out pretty well. I've got a pretty good thing going right now. And you're working on the archery dojo. You are not working on the archery dojo. Why are you... I thought I did that last turn. Okay, well, whatever. Alright. Get my troops lined up. So that's a pretty good garrison now. And my allies are coming down this way. Very nice. Yeah, it's another freaking bribery mission. Okay. So I'm going to have to head you up to go to talk to the daimyo himself, it seems. And Shinano is going to be a bit of a pain. Because, I mean, Takada hasn't caused me any problems yet, and his military doesn't look like it's up to snuff. But Imagawa has reason to be angry at me. It's a rebel army, but rebel armies in this game can invade. That's something different than the modern versions of this game. So I cut Imagawa in two. Oh, I didn't even notice that. So his two providences can't even really reinforce each other at this point. All right, that's interesting. So is the end of the game just to take over all of Japan? Yeah, I set the victory conditions at 40 out of 60. However, if you look back in history, the actual man who did it did actually go through and manage to conquer all of Japan. Looks like I'm not sure how you're actually supposed to retrain troops. I think I have to have the proper building here first before I'm able to do that, but I'll find out next turn. Because that should be finished construction by then. Alright, and fortunately my allies haven't decided to be dicks yet, which for this game is always a good thing. So next turn my spy should be in Haida, and if I can go in here and eliminate Haida, their shogun will fall and these people might turn into rebels. Spear Dojo done in Shinano. Very good. Port is done in Kazusa, so I can get my income up a little bit higher. Takada still is not causing me any problems. That is great. Alright, let's send the shinobi in. So next turn I'll figure out what is in this army and if it's something that I want to take on. So I can do spearmen here now. So does that mean I can do something with my troops to get them retrained? No, it's just give me destroy or... Alright, so yeah, maybe there is no fixing of broken troops for this game. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google that later, before next week. Alright, come on, let's go ahead and get the new troops onto the map. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 units from here. And send them over to help reinforce Kazuke. And I'm going to pass the new soldiers onto this province here. Perfect. Well, I mean, it is a classic game. I'm not faulting anyone for watching it. That's for sure. This thing was a thing of beauty many, many years ago. So my farm improvements are on the way. My archery dojo is on the way. Farm improvements are on the way. And same here. Alright, I guess I can go ahead and get a castle down in Musashi. I get them at a discount anyway, so why not? And let's go ahead and get that armory going, but I'll go ahead and get some garrison troops trained up here at minimum. I think that I spent more than I actually have. Yeah, you don't have enough koku, so a couple of those things are going to have to wait. But the archery dojo is done. And next turn should be... Wow, Haida just can't keep its people happy. Disappointing news. The Mori clan, the most loyal population in all Japan. No other daimyo has such fanatical support from his people. You know, that's whatever. I can afford a military. That's how I buy my loyalty. But let me just make a quick look here. Yeah, nothing's under 100, so my loyalty is decent enough. Alright, so let's take a look here. He's got pretty battered units, to be honest. But for some reason, it's not showing me... It's not showing me what's in this unit. Well, you're a pretty useless spy then, aren't you? I mean, you're literally right here. You can't tell me what's in that little unit right there? Alright, should I risk sending in the troops? Maybe I can pull out the damaged troops. I'll have them form up their own little garrison battalion. And rather than having these guys stop in Kazuki, it's 3 archers, so I really don't need any more archer support. But I could take these 2 spearmen and have them join up with the main army and maybe head on over to here. Yeah, because if I can eliminate... You know, I might just be wasting time. I think I'm confident that I can go ahead and take out the rest of these troops. 1 damaged archer, 1 Yari samurai at 111, so almost full strength, and the daimyo. Well, no, if they have the heavy cavalry from the daimyo, I think getting in 2 more units of spearmen would make this a sure victory, regardless of what this unit is. So yeah, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do the sure thing and wait 1 more turn. And I'll move you over here to garrison instead in that case. And I'm down to 47 koku. Alright. Castle is done in Musashi. Very good. New farmland ready in Shimotsuke. I do enjoy the sounds of the sea and random birds in the background in this game, but I do miss the screaming lady. I have a special spot in my heart for the screaming lady. I agree with you. And, you know, this game, I mean, if it appeals to you at all, you can usually find it on sale like every couple of weeks on Steam for like a couple of bucks. I mean, it's 20 years old. I think they've already made their money back from it. So, Imagawa wants peace. No. Annual harvest. Poor harvest, unfortunately, so I'm a little bit low on money, and I do already have things queued up. So I'm not sure how much I'm actually going to be able to afford in regards to new stuff. Let's go ahead and get those new guys into the army and get that army moving in against Haida. Oh, I have Yari in the castle? Oh, heck. All right, fine. I'll have you team up and you can help garrison. Okay. So I think this is looking good. I won't build anything yet. Yeah, let me just see if all the things queued up are able to be built. And I'll go ahead and get one more unit of garrison coming in Shimano. We gotta finish building the superior farmland. Very good. Superior farmland. Very good. Let's take the war to Haida. This does not look like a good day. Light fog. Yeah, alright. I can probably make light fog work. Let's see what they come out with. Oh. Okay. That was actually... I didn't think they were going to do that, but they spawned on my left. So let's go ahead and get the soldiers at least pointing in the right direction with these crappy controls. No idea why they're glitching out that bad, but whatever. Okay, my cavalry can pretty much stay in place as my soldiers shift. They're really going to just make me charge up the mountainside, aren't they? That's unfortunate. Alright, what am I dealing with? Allied? Oh, wow. Okay, that's why they spawned there. The Usugi came down to help. Okay, well that's cool. Alright, so if that's not the enemy, I'm kind of screwing this up then. Alright. So you should not be going that way. Maybe I'll let the Usugi be the flanking force as I move in the rest of my troops through here. Yo-ho! Alright, so yeah, they are hiding in the edge of the woods. So the Usugi are coming across the mountain. And I just have to charge forward to this little outcropping of trees, it looks like. Wow, the Usugi are moving their men a little bit fast. They should be exhausted at this point. No, they're still quite fresh. Oh, cavalry archers. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they have a little bit more speed and stamina. That's fair. Alright. But I still can't make out any of the soldiers right here. So I'm going to just go ahead and speed this up a little bit. Heavy cavalry. They're taking on the cavalry archers. And that's probably not going to end too well for the archers, but sadly I can't tilt the camera and figure that out myself. Yeah, losing badly for those archers. Well, glad it's not my soldiers. And they're rushing in more archers to take on... Yeah, the heavy archers didn't lose a single troop. Alright. So... yeah, my archers stopped just in time to start taking pot shots at the daimyo. Let's see if I can take out... yeah, it took out 2, 3... I mean, heavy archers, heavy cavalry is no joke, so just immediately taking out 3 of those dudes right that quick is awesome. Alright, the cavalry... looks like their daimyo wants to kind of do this on their own. Hell, hey, in that case, open fire. And yes, I think spearmen against cavalry sounds like a lovely idea, thank you. Oh, except I just shot a couple of my own dudes in the face. Alright, yeah, I forgot. Friendly fire in this game is a little brutal. Maybe I'll just back them off. Okay, and get my cavalry into support. Alright. So I'm basically taking on the general as my allies go and mop up everyone else. Okay, so I'm going to take my... yeah, I'm going to take him off of fire at will and charge in with my spearmen. I haven't lost a single heavy cavalry. And these spearmen should finish off the daimyo. Yari's 114 Yari samurai losing badly against 1 heavy cavalry unit. Come on, take him down. That would be a big morale win. These are such high quality sprites. This looks like a bad fan mod, but no, this is legit what it's supposed to look like. Come on, kill the daimyo! Kill the daimyo! Or... wow, he's pretty beefy. He can take a lot of hits. And is the rest of my army okay? Yeah, it looks like the rest of my army doesn't give a crap. The Usugi's just doing everything on their own. Alright, well, if my archers aren't doing anything better, I guess I can go on ahead and let them help. Although there doesn't look to be much left to help with, to be honest. Yeah, right. Well, it looks like they're done. So this is to hope that my people can catch up and finish off this daimyo before he can escape. But there's no other place for them to retreat to. This province is in isolation. But I do think there is a castle here. I still haven't lost a single cavalry. But yeah, Imagawa is taking a beating and hasn't fallen yet. Good on him. Yari finally caught up here. So I'm actually going to send my Yari out here. Maybe I can surround him and keep a tight formation. And that might be able to eliminate his escape route to a degree. Oh, no, I do not want to attack. I just like how their archers are just basically dancing around behind my cavalry. They're just so excited to see the daimyo fall. Yes, dance, my little man, dance. Alright. Let's go ahead and just surround him. Let's speed this up, because he just does not want to die. Alright, yeah, we're at 100% speed. Let's just kind of chill. Adult beverage break time. Hey, finally! Let's all enjoy the victory music together. No honor gained. So apparently beating up on a horse by yourself does not get you much. Yari Samurai lost 8. I think almost all of that was friendly fire from the archers. Alright. I'm happy with that. Alright, I conquered the province. Province. Oh. You now control the province, but you may need to maintain a garrison.
We disappear. Well, what must we think of it?
I think that was supposed to sound deep, but now we disappear. What do we think of it? That just seems dumb. Alright, Lord Imagawa has been killed in battle. He has no heirs, and his forces have degenerated into minor factions. Some of these factions have joined their former allies, the Mori clan. The rest are rebels and Ronin and pose no immediate threat. So, darn. Yeah, they went down and joined the Mori. I was hoping that there would just be a rebel, but frankly, maybe it's not. It might be better that they didn't go rebel, because that kind of keeps the Takada stuck here. Because if that went rebel, they could have just kind of gone out and mopped up all of Oda's old territory. Is there an option in this game to put kingdom children into labor or force them to join the military? Because that seems like something you would do by... that absolutely would be something I would do, but no. I'm loving the beat of these drums in the background. Hell yeah. It would look better if the pixelated soldiers were in a pixelated background to me. You know, that's a good point, Big Red. You'd think that with a semi-decent environment, they should have been able to manage a better military force. Huh. Alright. Oh, Haida income 90. Yikes, that is crappy farmland. But with my garrison here, it's 179 loyalty, so that should be fine. But yeah, with that much army here, it's basically running in debt. And I only have one mine open. Okay, so what buildings are available here? I suppose I should go ahead and get a castle down, because this is surrounded by basically a whole lot of not friends. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. And that's pretty much all of the money I have left. Alright, the armory is done in Shinano. Yeah, baby! Yeah, nothing happened, and I'm down to 20 freaking Goku. But it is summer, so autumn is around the corner. Good luck heading out for the night. Absolutely, thank you kindly. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow or Saturday, but I did kind of figure out what I'm going to do with the rest of my schedule. So Wednesday's the one off. Thursday's going to be throwback, and for the time being, Total War. And I think Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm just going to do like 3 days in a row of a mini game. Probably I'll try Civ 6 again from Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But that way I'll have Friday and Saturday off to do family stuff, I guess. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to set up for my schedule going forward. With exceptions, of course. We'll move my spy out. But yeah, I do hope you have a good night, Big Red. Always a pleasure to see you, though. Okay, got some additional archers ready. So I guess I'm going to have them start walking that long walk to get into useful places. Maybe in Kozuke. Enjoy your family stuff. Thanks indeed. Alright. Gonna have them join up with the rest here. That should be fine. And my emissary here. It might be worth heading down and maybe trying to talk with the Mori again. If I can get the Mori back on side, I could move down and take out Takada before they get too many more horsemen. Which I think would be a lovely idea. And they don't have a lot of soldiers on their borderlands. I can't see Aizu, unfortunately. But I should be able to take them out reasonably easy just based off the armies I've got right here. Because Shinano could take this out one turn. Musashi can take out Sagami. And now I just leave whatever they got in Aizu and Soruga. And yeah, it looks like there's not much threat coming from the Usagi, because they're coming. They're basically coming from the north at this point. And there's some rebels around here, so I could easily kind of go out and pick up one or two of those rebel providences as well. Alright, castle is done in Haida. No one's making any moves on me. Wow. And next turn, I get my harvest in. So I'm going to have these guys continue their march to meet up with the rest of my occupation force. And I've got no money to do anything, so I'm just going to end the turn. Alright, Takada is retreating. Lord Mori has sent an emissary. He wants to ally up. Hey, that's exactly what I was going to ask you, Mori. Average harvest, good. Last time was poor, so that gives me 26 in the bank. So where did the Takada retreat from? Are they at war with the Mori? Okay, that's the rebels. Yeah, they are at war with the... Oh, wow, fine. Hey, if the Mori and the Takata are at war, I could get in for a little bit of that. That'd explain why they don't have much here. They got the Daimyo, a unit of cavalry, and a unit of Yari, Ashigaru, peasant spearmen. That's what I'm going to call them. And I just have spearmen here, so they would definitely need a little bit of support to take them on. But I've got some spare troops around here already. So, yeah, why don't I move a few into position, and I'll move in and see if I can take out the Takata. I don't want to empty out this province because there is still a threat for rebellion here. But I think I could probably spare a few troops. Let's take a couple of Yari because, I mean, they will almost undoubtedly have a fair amount of cavalry. And maybe one unit of archers to support. So I'll head these guys down to Shimano. Maybe they'll pick up 1 or 2 more units here. But that should be more than enough to keep Haida under control. Yeah, 174% loyalty still. That is fine. And then rather than reinforcing my occupation force, I'll move these troops down to Musashi. I'll give them 1 unit of archers. I really hate leaving pretty much no one in Kozuki at all. Just makes it a little bit more of an inviting prospect in case the Uesugi feel daring enough to make a move in that direction. But that sounds like a decent plan. And with this force here, I will have to move in... But if anything, I should probably try to take out Kai and Sagami at the same time. Because if I move in my full force to Sagami, Kai could come in and take it over. But they don't have that many troops left. Yeah, so with... Alright, so I'm going to move this over to... Oh, technically they're not in the Providence yet. They're moving to the Providence. Okay. So if those 2 spearmen... That's 4 spearmen and an archer. Going up against cavalry archers. That's going to be tough. They won't be able to catch up to take out the cavalry archers. But I should be able to take out the archers in this. Okay. Maybe I should move my Daimyo as well. Because heavy cavalry should be able to take out the archers. So this group should be able to take out Kai. And that means I can use my full force here to take out Sagami. I think that should work. I'm going to give 1 more unit of Yari Samurai. Yeah, I feel good about that. Alright, so I got a little bit of money to burn. Just going ahead and do that. $375 for the upgraded castle. I think that should be fine. And I'm going ahead and get a castle down in these last couple of provinces because I get them at a discount anyway, so really no reason not to. And get the improved farmland just to get a little bit more money coming in. And this new place here. Haida's got really poor soil. So I'm just going to go ahead and put down a watchtower. That would give me nice eyes in regards to what's going on in this rebel territory scattered around in this area. Oh. So, Lord Mori, the guys who just signed a peace treaty, alliance with me, is invading. And I outnumber them. So, yeah, like I said, in this game, alliances don't mean much. Let's go on ahead and take command, I suppose. Alright, now I gotta deploy my troops. I got some pretty good-looking highland here, actually. Does this work like Rome? Can I? Yeah, I can literally just put them right here on top of the mountain. Get my archers right here. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to see them up here, but... Alright, now I can get a line of spearmen to run across the top here. How does that look? They're going to be coming from this direction. Yeah, it's pretty tight. Pretty tight indeed. So I'll just move the archers out of the way. I'll put them up here. So they're going to have a tough row to get to the top of this mountain. And I'm going to go ahead and put my cavalry here just as a kind of emergency backup in case they're necessary. So I'm literally at the edge of the screen. One problem with that, of course, is if my army starts to run away, there's not going to be a lot of distance for them to run before they're literally off the map. Alright, let's go ahead and speed this up until I can actually see something. They surprised me by flanking me from this direction. Like, oh, come on. You're attacking me, right? Like, I'm not coming to you. I like my mountain. Hello? Samurai archers. Oh, and they got a little bit more back here, but they're too far away. I can't make out what they are. I did put them on fire at will. Yeah, okay, they're both at fire at will. I should be able to outrange them easily. Samurai archers, though. Yeah, I have both. Alright. So as soon as they come in range... Are they firing? Doesn't look like it. They're waiting just a little bit outside of my range, it looks like. Probably waiting for the rest of the army to catch up, despite the fact it doesn't even really look like they're moving. Let's see if I can get a couple of pot shots off at them with... Wow. Wow. Yeah. I'm definitely able to outrange them easily. Alright, so... No more fire at will. I'm already down to 39. That was like 3 volleys. In this fog, I can't make out what the rest of them are doing. Is the entire army retreating, or are they forming? Are they coming back? Well, they're coming back. Are they still in range? No, they're not. Okay. Okay, halt. Yeah. I might as well just go ahead and finish him off. Archers, even samurai archers, shouldn't be too much of a problem when they're faced up with heavy cavalry. Okay, they got a 1 volley off, and that looked like it's about it. Yari Samurai. Yeah, so they're trying to bring in another unit of Yari here in regards to support. Those are spearmen, so obviously I don't want them to get close enough to my cavalry to do anything. But it looks like I should be able to pretty much take these people off the field. Yeah, I took it basically off the field and I didn't lose a single horse. So I guess I'm just going to send you right back up to the top of the mountain. If the Yari want to chase me and get in range of my archers, you are more than welcome to do so. No, looks like they changed their mind. Is the whole force just retreating from here? Or are they trying to take the defensive position? Like, I'm stupid enough to attack them. I mean, they're the ones with the time requirements. Yeah, it looks like they're seriously just taking up a defensive position. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and let my archers take the hill. Will be a slight advantage. Yari Samurai. I get close enough here that I can actually see what they've got. Well, it looks like they're still backing up. Are they drawing up with a new line, or are they just naffing off? Alright, I'm going to send my troops in a little bit closer just to see if I can keep them in range. Visual range, not necessarily archery range.
It appears that the enemy Taisho has forsaken his owner. And is
Well, that was easy. Victory song! Yay! Oh, yeah. Alright, yeah. Cavalry took out 33, lost 0. Archers took out 24, lost 0. 21 and 0. So that was the easiest defense I've ever had to mount. Shiman. Okay, well, that's a little bit unfortunate, but I mean, what can you do? He just upped and invaded me, so I didn't really have a choice in the matter. Rebels are around me here. Uesegi are still allied. I didn't bother going into war with the Takata, so I wonder if maybe I'll change those plans now. Yeah. Maybe I can even get an alliance with the Takata, because now we're at war with the same clan. And I do have the army that I was going to send to Kai. I could easily divert here to Mori. Actually, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave enough troops here in Musashi just to make sure that he doesn't move up against me. But I'll send in whatever I'm able to spare to Shinano. Ooh. Alright, I will send in... Well, no, he's actually a pretty good commander. I'd like to keep him... Yeah, because my daimyo is going to lead the attack. So I'll send these up, and I'll keep at least one unit of archers here to guard in case Takata gets some balls. I'm really vulnerable in case the Usagi wants to do anything, unfortunately. So I should probably get a few more troops up in the northern territories. But let's go ahead and get these guys merged up. And they will combine with the daimyo here. And I can probably send them into Mori territory and eliminate them now that they decided to go to war with me. Let me move my spy a little bit to the south here. And I think my spy tower should be available next turn. So I should see I should be able to see an exact breakdown of their troops at that point of time. All right, let's go ahead and get, one more Yari Samurai and archers. I think that should be good enough. I don't want to spend too much money. That's 4, 8, 12. So that's pretty much everything I can afford at the moment. I still don't know how to garrison my people in the castles. All right. The watchtower is done in Haida. Exceptional farmland in Shimasa. Castles ready in Shimotsuke. An emissary has arrived from Lord Mori bringing a ceasefire proposal. You literally had a alliance with me, then you invaded me, and now you want a ceasefire. Darn. So Takata did get his heir in place. I was hoping to be able to take out the daimyo from the Takata before he came of age, but it just took a little bit too long thanks to the Takata. Alright, so let's see. Wow, only one unit of archers. And 3 units of Yari, with one of them with a dishonor. That's going to help with that. Alright. Let's move down. They're surrounded. Takata at the right, rebels to the left. And okay, they got one more unit of archers in back up into the castle, and they'll come out and assist. So we're matched in regards to archery strength. We got 3 samurai and 1 peasant. I got 5 armor, 5 samurai, a couple of which are armored, and 2 peasant, and then the daimyo in support with heavy cavalry. So that shouldn't be too big of a task. Let's go ahead and move back into Takata, because I really like to get that alliance settled and finalized. And then 209 Kotako, and I'm moving into autumn, so that should be okay. $1,000 to 600. Okay, I think I should be able to handle that. Totomi. Yes, it is a fine day, and this is nice and flat, so they're not going to have much of a defensive high ground or anything to focus their defense on, and that makes my cavalry just a little bit more dangerous. And they are moving towards me. No, it looks like they formed up a defensive line. Yari Samurai heading out to the side for some reason. Maybe they're looking to maybe try to get a little bit of a flanking maneuver on. Not entirely sure. Yeah, I'll keep my low quality spearmen in support. And we'll get the samurai out here to form a battle line. And the cavalry keeps reasonably close behind them. Looks like they formed a column. Don't know why I would form up a column, especially with the narrow side facing me, but hey, you know, whatever. And then, yeah, these archers just look like they're disengaging from the battle completely. So we got the battle line forming up. And I'll move the Yari in here to support. And now they're just backing off again? Interesting. Not sure what the logic is here. So I suppose I'll go on ahead and shift closer to the direction that they are trying to go. Bring up the cavalry to support that. Man, they're really just kind of collapsing on their self here. Alright, well, let's just going to speed this up and see if I can figure out what they're doing. Are they just trying to form a battle line at the side of the map or something? And now they're coming back this way. Are they just hoping that the battle times out? Are they just trying to go for a time win? No, it looks like they're finally deciding on a battle line. just at the farthest corner of the map that they could get to. Alright, let my men get up in their battle lines. And we can prepare for the final assault. Wow, 6 archers. I hope I can stand up against that. Do they have any other archer units? I'm pretty sure I saw at least one. Alright, well, let's close in. I think that's good enough. Get my samurai spearmen in behind them. And you are at fire at will. Alright, yeah, let's go ahead and take out these 6 archers. They seem to feel confident enough to move up into the line of battle. So, 240 against 6. 5. 4. Alright, at this point they can't really do anything, so I'm just going to turn my attention on for the Yari Samurai. They've got no cavalry, it looks like. So hopefully my archers can do a little bit of damage on this unit of Yari. But even if the Yari decide to advance and try to move them off, I do have them outnumbered quite well in regards to spearmen. So I'll move them up to support a little bit better. Get my archers to let loose on these Yari here. We're not going down as fast as I would think. I know they are in a little bit of a looser formation, but maybe they're also armored. Yeah, because 240 for in regards to a volley, I think should do a little bit more than that. Alright. Oh, I am taking damage. Someone is shooting at me. Yeah, there we go. 120 archers. So let's go ahead and just take them on directly. 240 versus 120. That's pretty good in my favor. And after I can maybe, I'll go to loose and continue firing at them. See if I can weaken them up a little bit. I should be able to march my samurai in uncontested. They do have a little bit of a height advantage and a little bit of cover. So I don't want to stand out here exchanging blows too long. But maybe if the archers there are distracting them, I might be able to use that as an excuse to get my samurai in just a little bit closer. I should probably move my cavalry in a little bit closer as well, just in case I need them. And then my cheaper troops are there in support. Yeah, they're definitely doing more damage to my archers than I am to theirs. Alright, get my battle line in place. Suppose I'll move in the backup troops just in case I need them. But I think the Yari Samurai should be able to do this on their own. Alright, now they're taking fire at... Yeah, they're taking fire at the Yari themselves. Oh, no. Wrong button. Okay. Kind of point-blank range at this point. But I would like to keep him in the battle line if I can. Alright, I'll send the center in against the Yari in front. The flanks will go in against the archers. And I'll send them in to flank on the side. So, certainly a little less efficient than it should be. This is just kind of more or less a, you know, blow for blow at this point. But yeah, come on in and take out the second line just as a little bit of a flanking move. Alright, well, what the heck? If it's going to be a slug match, if it's just going to be a slugging match, I might as well bring in my reserve as well. And we'll just go ahead and speed this up because there's not really much tactical decision making going on. So I'll just send them in against the Yari on the side. Yeah, this is just brute force at this point. Well, that's a shame. I definitely took a little bit more damage than I needed to, just because they didn't want to do anything except to hang out on the edge of the map. Oh, wait. Honor gained 1, okay. 25, 41, 64. Yeah, that definitely was more damage than I really should have been forced to take. But I did dislodge that Providence. So I've taken control of the President from Lord Mori. 4 facilities destroyed. 575 koku pillaged. Your daimyo gains a rank. Hey, you now achieve the 4th rank in your role as general. Your fame is now widespread. I will take that. So now, what is... They don't even tell me what's in the castle, unfortunately. Okay. So, do I just have to wait it out and see what happens, or what have you? But that's a little concerning. Takata did move the daimyo, and looks like they're strong enough to be able to take over Shinano if they wanted to at this point. I mean, Shinano does have a little bit of mountains I could use to my advantage, but that's 1 damage of Samurai Yari, 1 damaged unit, and 1 damaged archer unit. No way I could defeat Takata with cavalry. So what can I spare to move in that direction? But Kai has access to both Musashi and Shinano. He was hanging out in Sagami until this last turn. But looks like I should be able to move the archers here to support. And this is a river tile, so I don't think I need as much in Musashi to defend it as I would in Shinano. Alright, so if I move you, and I can move Kozuki over here. I got one new unit of Yari. I could move that into Shimotsuke just to prevent it from having any issues. And maybe I'll move in a unit of archers to support, and then I can move those off to Musashi if Takada doesn't declare war on me this turn. So that's an additional unit of the cheap Yari, unfortunately. I do have another unit of archers, because I have rebels on my borders here. Rebels can attack, but I'm thinking Takada looks a little bit more equipped for it at the moment. Yeah, I'd be hesitant to break off any more than this from Hito. But that's starting to look a little bit more realistic in regards to being able to fight off Kai. At the very least, he would have to send his entire force, and that should do enough damage that my Musashi troops can come in and take over both Sagami and Kai next turn. And now I do have a strong army on his southern border as well, with only rebels behind me. Yeah, I think that's looking okay. 784, don't have a lot of money, unfortunately. Oh, wrong province. Let me go ahead and get one unit of Yari Samurai trained, and that's it. So I might move them into Musashi to support, but next month's the harvest, so I should be able to do okay from there. Alright, improved farmland in Shinano. Large castles ready in Hitachi. Great. Oh, yep, Takada is on the move. That's unfortunate. I thought I'd be able to handle that. But why are the Takada invading me? They're at war with the Mori as well. Besieged army sallies forth. Are they being supported by the Takada? $542 against my 722. So is this the Takada are at war with the Mori? Are they seriously moving against me to support a sally from the Mori? All right, this should be interesting. And sadly, my daimyo is here on site, and this is very flat. And the Takada, if they are involved in this, do have the cavalry advantage. Because I just have my 11 heavy cavalry. Yikes. This could be interesting. Well, where can I get these placed? I mean, that's not much of a high ground advantage at all, but I'll take it. And I'll have Yari on the front line, of course. Let me get that centered on my archers just a little bit better. And I'll go ahead and put these guys here in support on the flanks if necessary. And I'll slip my cavalry right in the center. 62, 120 cavalry arch. Yeah, Takata is here in support of the Amori. Wow. The game is just basically looking for ways to screw you over at that point. They've been trying to kill each other for like the last century. And as soon as I take over in Mori territory, then everyone's more concerned about me. All right, let's make sure these archers are at fire at will. Yes. Taking out these cavalry archers is going to be an issue, especially since they brought the cavalry in to support it. And it does look like they're kind of focusing on the flank, unfortunately. So I can't even really go into loose formation, otherwise... No, hold. I don't want you moving. I just want you to attack as soon as they're in range. It looks like they're waiting until... Yeah, I'm gonna have to get these guys to face the right direction. They're definitely looking for a little bit of a flanking maneuver. And they're still not in range of my archers. Their archers haven't opened fire at me yet either. What's the rest of their forces doing? Oh, now their cavalry's backing off with their archers moving in. Interesting. Ah, my first unit of archers have opened fire. So there we go. I am knocking them down at a decent rate, but they're bringing samurai archers up to support, and I still don't know where the Mori are. If they did sally out of their castle, I don't know where they ended up. And I'm hesitant to let my troops go off charging them, because if they run, I'm going to be out of position when the rest of the army shows up to attack. But I could maybe send my Garu out. They're not really going to be that effective of a force anyway compared to my samurai archers. Wait, why were you moving? You shouldn't be moving. Alright, and I don't want you moving either. I want you to hold in place. But if you have a shot, take it. Alright, so I guess I'll send the Yari against the normal archers then, since the cavalry archers did back off. Yeah, I should move them back. They're just going to be a sacrificial sheep if I let them stand out there on their own. Alright, but if the cavalry archers are going to want to get up and introduce themselves to my Yari, I mean, I guess there's worse things, but they are running away already, unfortunately. But I do seem to have a pretty good shot at them. Alright, is the cavalry going to charge in against Yari? Yari Samurai is on the flanking, but they are under fire from my archers. Come on, cavalry, take the lead. You can attack my spearmen. That's perfectly okay. Alright, yes. I'm going to give them another unit of samurai spearmen to support. You got 2 units of archers as well. Great, the cavalry's running away already. And I do
It
not
appears that the
want you to
enemy Taisho
pursue.
has forsaken his owner and is running like a whipped dog.
Oh, are they all? Wow, that was easy. They literally charged me with their leader. Cavalry against spearmen never ends well. So he broke. And yeah, it doesn't look like they're reforming either. But this is the Mori, I think, coming in now. All right, so is it over or? Yes, it is. Okay. No honor gained. 42 lost from the cheap Yari. But 200 for 90. That's not bad. You are besieging Lord Mori's forces. The garrison in the castle has taken losses. 3 more turns to win. We had a good harvest. Hey, nice. 4,000 in the treasury from the good harvest. No, that's lovely. That's lovely indeed. So I'm at war with the Takata now because he wanted to come in and help out his good friends, the Mori, and they've been fighting each other for how many years now? Okay, so we got 1 unit of cavalry, 1 unit of archers, the Daimyo, and Yari Samurai. Alright, so that should be enough to... yeah, I think that should be enough to keep them from invading. And with the bridge advantage I have in Musashi, this is absolutely safe at this point. So I'll move 1 more unit of spearmen down as well, just to get that up. Actually, no. I'm more nervous about Shimnano. Plus, I would like to have enough forces here to counterattack Kai. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to see more coming from this force here. So unless they've got something good in Izu, I think I should be able to wrap up the Takata without that much difficulty, really. I mean, this general here, he's got... yeah, I mean, he's pretty damn strong. But 1 unit of very strong archers and 1 unit of Yari, and not even Yari Samurai, just basic Yari. I think I should be able to take that. So I'm gonna... yeah, I'm nervous to stretch my forces up here any more thin than they already are. Yeah, let me get that sword dojo down, because getting some swordsmen out here this early would be amazing. And then I could also get the horse dojo down, and then I'll be able to have my own cavalry to counteract anything that might be left with Takata. But hopefully Takata will be dead by then. Yeah, okay. This is border territory. It is pretty well surrounded. I think getting that castle down would be a good use. We got Shinano here. Is Shinano the one that has the... Yeah. So Shinano has the iron deposits. So we could get armored troops here. Let's go ahead and get the archery dojo down. And another unit of Yari Samurai out as well. That's probably getting close to my maximum amount that I can afford to spend at the moment. No training facilities in Kozuke. I knew that. I'll go ahead and invest in the farming, so maybe next year I can make even more. Yeah, I'll just do farming upgrades all around at this point. Alright, so yeah, I'll get that swordsmith built after the dojo's operational. Legendary farming. I don't know if I'd ever use legendary in the context of farming. But, okay, point made. 500 Kotaku for an additional... What is it? 20% more farming, I think, capacity? That could be worth it. How much does Shimaso make at the moment? Yeah. Oh, no, it's an additional 40%. Ooh. And Shimaso already making 826, so I could boost that up by another 40%. Yes, please. I will do that. I think I've probably already spent all of my money. But let's see what happens when I hit end turn. No! Alright, I did have enough money, so they let me do that. Alright, Takata does not look like it's on the offense. An enemy ninja is stalking one of your emissaries. Oh, okay, let's take a look. I always like these cutscenes. I'm sorry it's so small. It's supposed to be full screen, but... Alright, my emissary has been killed. Alright. They're down to 11 men. Okay, I think I can manage that long. Looks like the Takata have not been able to reinforce themselves at the moment. I'll move my spy back in this direction. So I think I should be able to manage the offensive at this point. So if I move you down to Shigami, and you down to Kai, it's one unit of archers and the daimyo. So literally no land units at all against 3 units of spears and 2 units of archers. I would feel pretty good at that. I mean, catching the cavalry archers would be a problem. I'm probably going to spend half the game chasing them around, unfortunately. But if I could get the daimyo to charge my line of spearmen, and he would die, I think that would be good enough. Here we got really experienced cavalry archers, and cavalry archers. So 2 units of cavalry archers and 1 unit of cavalry. So again, I mean, I won't be able to lose. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to win. I don't want to leave that unit completely empty. I feel pretty good about that. What I think I'll do here is I'm going to save it up and call it a night. It's about 1:45 here, and I am a bit on the tired side, I do admit. But when I come back to this next week, I am very eager to see what I can do to overthrow the Takata. And basically I just have to wait out the Mori for another turn or two. And that should do it. So yeah, I've actually had a lot of fun digging this game out from the depths of Steam. And it was a pain in the heck to get this to work with my OBS software, but it was worth it, and I will definitely continue to play this more. Next Thursday, I'm going to continue my little throwback Total War series, and I invite you to come by and check it out. I was surprised with how many people literally showed up for this 20-year-old game. You're all special people if you made it this far into the video. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of the night.